welcome to Maverick Next Gen. I'm Chris. Today I've got an interview with Hariwa. In this interview, it's packed with so much information and goodness that you don't want to miss this. We talk about how the Remarkable 2 has changed her life. I find insights about how she's used it and the applications, and about OneNote and Notion, and what programs she uses to design templates. There's so much more about drawing and scanning notes. Don't miss also this section on about how she makes her pen tip last for a long time. I will let you get straight into this interview because there's a lot to take in. Hope you enjoy it all. And if you do like my channel and what I'm doing with it and in the interviews, smash that like button please and hit that subscribe and the notifications bell for more great content that's shortly to follow. Hey, Hariwa, thank you for joining me on my podcast channel on Maverick Next Gen. Would you be able to tell us a bit about what you do?
Sure, my name is Hariwa. I am 29, I'm from Rotterdam. In my daily life, I work as a policy advisor for the national government. I work on climate policy.
I know that you mentioned you created your YouTube channel because you wanted to get your creativity going. Tell me a bit of the background behind setting up your YouTube.
In the beginning, and this might sound not very nice. So I was like, I have like a good education. Like, people don't do YouTube. Like, that's not a path you can do when you're having like a career or whatever. So that was very small-minded of myself, I thought later. And then I saw a few productivity YouTubers and I thought, oh, whoa, YouTube is not only a place where you have these extreme and extravagant personalities, because that is what I thought, like people that are very, like almost yelling in the camera and screaming. And I thought that was what YouTube is about. But then I thought, oh, there's more to this platform, and there are many topics that I find interesting, such as productivity, such as self-development. And I think I can also share like my story, what I go through, and hopefully help people. So that is how I came up with the idea. And I love to work with cameras, and I even love editing. So it's just, I feel like it's like everything in one, like being creative, being entrepreneurial, working with a camera, editing your videos, just the whole package, I think. So
you said personal development and productivity YouTubers. Are there any that you follow, or I need to do something like them?
Yeah, I think in the beginning I was really like, I need to do something like them, but then I think it becomes very difficult for yourself. I think it's very important to just stay with yourself. But there are a few. I think the one that inspired me the most is Ali Abdaal. I don't know, you probably know him. Yeah, I think everybody knows him. But I think Ali Abdaal is like definitely the biggest influence.
Oh,
and and I think he was the first one that I saw videos of and thought, oh, whoa, you can also make videos like this. You don't have to be so extreme or whatever, or talk about very strange topics that not everybody can understand.
Sure.
So he very much inspired me to start my YouTube journey.
So, Ali, if you're watching this, you've just created a new YouTuber in your guise, and she's going to do some productivity videos. Yes, and that's a good segue into the Remarkable 2. I'm going to ask you, Hariwa, is what's the backstory for you getting the Remarkable?
Well, because I love to be productive and efficient, but especially for studying, I needed to read so many articles. Mm-hmm. It was just crazy. And I really don't like to do this on a screen. It just gives me a headache. I get dizzy if I'm behind the screen too long. So when I was still in my master's, I was researching ways, like devices. I didn't even know a thing like the Remarkable existed. I was just doing research online. Yep. And I found it and I thought, whoa, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I need. But when you are studying, you don't have a lot of money. Device is quite expensive. So it was it was on my wish list for a long time. And when I started working, I finally got one.
Right.
But still, it is very useful because also for my work, I need to read a lot of researches, a lot of papers. I need to write a lot of notes. And in my personal life, I love reading. So now I have all my books in one place. So I think those are the most important reasons why I got one. And as you said, I thought it would be revolutionary, but I didn't expect it to change my life as much as it did because I'm using
Okay.
it seriously every day. It's like by my side everywhere I go.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard that. It's by her side. If I said to you, Hariwa, if I took it away from you and locked it away, would that make you sad?
Yes, it would make me sad. I would survive, but it would make me sad definitely. Yeah, I
I
don't know.
won't
It's
do
just
that.
something. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. No, yeah, I even when I leave the house, not always, but when I go to my
Oh,
parents' place or whatever, I even take it with me.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. You might need it.
No, it is exceptional. With the Remarkable 2, how did you transition to it?
I think they always say you have like two types of people. For example, if you buy an IKEA closet or something and you need to
Yeah.
put it together, there are people that really read the manual and then they start, and there are people that just start and they will see wherever it ends up.
Yeah.
I'm the second type of person. So I just got the device and I just started trying it out, seeing how it works. And I think it is also very easily understandable.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't take rocket science to use it, and I think almost immediately after you get it out of the box, you can use it. So I didn't think it was that difficult. Maybe the only thing that you might need some time with are the desktop app and the mobile app, but even those two are. It's very easy.
Do you use those apps a lot, the mobile and the desktop?
Yeah, especially in the beginning, I wasn't really aware that these apps were that useful.
Yeah.
So whenever I was trying to categorize everything and organize everything on Remarkable, I tried to do it on the device, but via the apps, it's so much easier.
Isn't it
So I
just?
would definitely recommend people to use the
Everybody,
apps.
she isn't
Yeah,
lying.
yeah,
She's talking the truth. I mean, how many,
yeah.
I suppose, yeah, I've got an overly complicated system, but I think, how many notebooks do you have or books in your Remarkable currently? Would you
Oh,
hazard a
am I
guess?
remarkable?
Yeah.
How many notebooks? Like at least maybe 10 or something, like on
Ooh.
different topics, you mean? Or
Yeah, so if you
yeah,
go to the, so I'm just, hello people, I'm just looking at it now. If you go to the men,
I
oh
also have
crap,
it.
the menu. I mean,
Oh, right.
that kind of system. I know because I have watched your folder structure, how you've done it, and you like
Yeah.
your folders. I, on the opposite, just write journals, just random journals, and I've got like at least 200. I mean, that's a lot.
Oh, wow.
And this is
Yeah, that's a
why I
lot.
know you're probably more organized, which is why you're into
No, I think you're also
productivity and efficiency.
very organized, but I think organization is just very personal. If this works for
Thank you.
you, that is perfectly fine. Yeah. So don't feel bad about it.
No, I've been
Probably my structure won't work for you, maybe. But
yeah, it probably won't, but yeah, for me on my journey to Nirvana using the Remarkable 2, I've actually put in a special, I suppose, add-on called the DDVK hack. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it adds
mm,
extra functionality on it, which allows me to add bookmarks and indexes.
mhm.
Uh,
Okay.
because with that, I think the current functionality does, well, it wasn't existing, but I think having known what your videos are about organization, how is the folder structure working out for you, or is there something that you would like more?
Mm, I think it is working pretty well,
Yeah.
especially just with note taking. I think that's the
Okay.
main thing I do with it.
Okay.
But maybe like really the thing that you cannot do on a remarkable, which you can do on the like, what am I using here? this OneNote, I think. And for example, Notion, you can really make connections between different pages, between different articles or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I
that's not
totally agree.
possible on the Remarkable. And that, yeah, I understand why it's not possible, but it is, yeah, that is
Yeah.
something I'm really missing. And we were talking about this earlier before we started recording, that you also made like a system with the OneNote.
Yeah.
And your
Have you seen
Remarkable.
my video or not? Not
No,
yet.
no, I'm definitely gonna look into it because I'm working on the same thing, but then with Notion.
Right.
So I am definitely gonna get some inspiration from
Oh,
your video if that is
absolutely.
okay.
I have. Oh, Hariwa. Here's just a quick question. How old do you think I am?
I would say maybe some, yeah, I wanted to say maybe my age, but I think maybe you're a little bit older.
Ooh, yes, you're right. So I'm
I
42.
would, oh wow, okay, I wanted to say like,
The reason why I talk about Notion, like, yeah, when I was back at university, just almost 20 years ago now, I didn't I didn't have one of these. I
no,
only had
no,
pen and paper. I didn't even
I
have
didn't even have it. Like 3 years ago, I didn't have it.
I
So
didn't even have a mobile phone. On that note, the reason why I say this is because there's so many, well, you like yourself, Ali Abdul, and other people, other productivity YouTubers out there who are talking about
yeah,
these new applications like Notion. And so it got me to thinking. One thing that struck me when I was looking at the Remarkable was that it purposely said, distraction free,
yeah.
and I suddenly came to
Hmm.
the kind of thinking that, well, maybe I'm not meant to be integrating it with all these other applications. You know what I mean?
No, no, yeah.
And
No, I definitely agree on that point. Yeah.
yeah, the irony is that video that you will watch, it's got like 15,000 views.
Hmm.
People clearly have the appetite to want to integrate it with these productivity applications. So there is
Yeah.
a demand for it. You convert to text, that function. Have you seen that in the Remarkable?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have used it, but
Yeah.
I'm not really using it a lot right now.
Me neither.
Because I mainly keep my like written notes on Remarkable itself, and then I
Mm.
have my digital notes. Right now, I'm using mainly OneNote, but I'm trying out Notion. So maybe if I have a system with
Yeah,
linking them,
yeah.
I will use it more. But I
That'd be good.
will. I definitely agree with what you just said because I think
Mm.
it, even though I'm missing, um, yeah, that you cannot really connect things on the Remarkable itself, that you cannot connect your notes or whatever. I think it is amazing to have the device and
Yeah,
not have any distractions when you're reading or you're taking notes.
it's fabulous.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So the connection with another application would be perfect so that you still have your Remarkable without any
Yeah.
distractions. And then you can just use
Hmm.
OneNote or Notion or whatever
I may resurrect my
digitally.
project. Yeah, like it's going to be like an application that is a hub to all of these productivity apps. That's where I'm going to be investing my time, since I think there is a market out there. Yeah, so watch out for this other video you viewers out
Yeah,
there.
let me know how that goes. I'm very curious
Yeah,
what you
no,
come up with.
the templates. I know that you love to create. Well, you said you like to create templates.
Yeah, yeah.
So what was your journey about? Because I think there are lots of templates in the Remarkable, but
Hmm.
clearly you have found that you can create better ones. So how has that experience been for you in terms of being able to create new templates and putting them on, etc.? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. Well, I think that this is almost, again, a creative journey for me. I really
Yeah.
love to design digitally. So I love to
Oh,
use, for example, InDesign for templates. I always did it when I was still studying. If I had to hand in a report, I would make it like very pretty and designed.
ah,
Even though it was not a requirement, I just really love doing that. And and I think the templates on Remarkable there are very good to use, but they are very basic. So if you have
right. Very basic.
more needs, for example, if you really want to make like a calendar or
Yeah,
something like that, I really prefer to make my own with
sure.
everything I need on it. Um, but for example, if you are very creative and you're good with drawing. You can just draw one on the Remarkable, but that is not my strong suit right now. So I just design them digitally, and I thought, yeah, maybe other people find them also useful. So I share them
No.
on my channel.
Yeah, I've been definitely looking at them. What tool do you use to design your templates?
Right now I'm using InDesign. So that's an Adobe
Sorry,
tool.
that's what you
Yeah.
meant by.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I might get hold of that.
Definitely recommend it.
Which templates do you find the most useful, or is it the ones you actually have made yourself that are more useful to achieving these goals?
Yeah, I think the templates of Remarkable are probably just like the notebook lines, like the
Yeah.
regular template I use a lot, and the checkbox list, like the to do list. Yeah, those two I use the most. Yeah.
It's interesting there because I like to ask people, because one of my other videos, which is be up here now, is about custom templates, and I've always said that this is the power of the Remarkable, because if you have the creativity to create your own ones and upload them, that's where it is. But so far I found from talking to people that actually they just use the basic line, the plane, the dots, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's so many templates, and I've started playing around with them. I'm like, maybe
that's an interesting topic. If you have any ideas on that, you should definitely make a video, because I think most people are using like probably the first few templates that you have on there. Exactly. But I feel like I don't know if that's true, but I feel like the other ones are very interesting for artists. Like if you want to be more creative, maybe.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong. I don't know.
Well, this is a good thing, because I'm reaching out to other professionals, with different kind of skill sets, and I think I'd love to get someone who is an artist, because, well, they will use it in a completely different way to what I do.
Definitely.
And like you, because this is actually a really technical device. It's got 4,096 levels of pressure, and it's got a lot of shading. Yeah. I just use it to write stuff on. It's such a sad thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I also use it to write. I don't know, because I'm planning to start painting again.
Ooh,
so I thought maybe I can use it to start making sketches or something, but I don't know. It feels like more intimidating than a piece of paper, just if you really want to use it for drawing. And it probably is not, but it just feels like
I don't know if you could see this, Hariwa, but I drew a water droplet.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I can see it.
And that,
How was the experience?
You know what? It was actually quite pleasant. In terms of, I actually managed to get the shading, which was kind of surreal, because knowing that it's a digital device. Having said that, well, I'm left-handed, so I smudge. When you go across the screen. But of course, with this device, that doesn't happen.
You cannot smudge, no.
But
that is definitely a win.
Actually, this is really good whilst we're talking about that. When you can smudge the pencil so that you can create shading, what I would love to do is use my finger and do that on the surface. But sadly. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think, that would be amazing. Yeah, and I think already they had like the first Remarkable. I was thinking about buying that one, but then I saw that they were working on Remarkable 2. So I thought I would wait, and I think this one is already a lot better.
Yes.
And they will probably keep developing it, and there will probably be Remarkable 3 in the near future, I think.
No doubt. And I honestly don't know how they can. Actually, I'm sure they will top the design, because it's so thin, isn't it? I'm just in awe.
Yes.
Now, on that note, the Remarkable, you mentioned, I suppose, number 3. What features do you think should be there, or like, this is really annoying? What are the bugbears, and what are the things that you'd like to see coming on the Remarkable or in the next version?
Yeah, I think there are a few things. What I find annoying sometimes is more like the applications, because when you change something on the application in your overview, or you put like a new book or a new article, sometimes it takes a while before it is truly on your Remarkable. So before it synchronizes. So I
Synchronization,
think,
yes.
yeah, they can definitely improve on that. And also what I already mentioned, yeah, maybe if you can like make connections between different notebooks or different books. I'm also looking at ways to, I'm marking a lot of text in books that
Yeah.
I think, oh, this is interesting. Maybe if you can also like get that out of the device, like download that or something, because
Oh,
I think that's not possible.
so what do you can you expand upon what you meant by that? You're marking books, but you want to extract what
Yeah,
exactly? Yeah.
yeah, I would love to have, like, for example, if I'm reading a book, and I have a few pages that I've marked sentences down,
Yeah.
it will be very nice if you can get those quotes out of the book and just put them on a page or an overview. So whenever you want to revisit that, you can. But now you have to go through all the pages and see what you have marked down. I saw another YouTuber, and I forgot his name, but he was using an application on his phone, and then he would scan whatever he marked on his Remarkable, and then you can get it in your phone and you can put it on OneNote or Notion. So
Ooh.
I'm probably gonna copy that strategy, but it would be very amazing if that was just possible on the device itself.
When you mean scan, is it literally he took a picture of his Remarkable?
No, I think you have like
It's an
certain
application.
applications. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I have to try it out, so I will let you know
Yeah.
when I do. But
Cool.
I think you can just look up like in the like Google Play or whatever, and then scan notes or something like that, and you
Okay.
have applications that will just scan
Extract.
the, yeah, that will extract the notes that you've highlighted or marked.
Sorry, I
No,
stopped you in your flow. So,
no, that's okay.
if you continue with the, oh yeah, I'd like to see this as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one other thing what is a little bit annoying, and I also talked about that in my review, is that some of the books that you buy online,
Yeah.
at least in the Netherlands, I don't know if it's the case for
Right.
other countries, but they have like a lock system that you cannot
Oh yeah.
easily put it
Digital
on
rights
another
management.
device.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's also from like from Adobe. I don't know what it was called again,
Yeah.
but this prevents you from
Right.
like downloading the book and putting it on the Remarkable, because most of it needs to be in PDF. Um, so that will be definitely an improvement if you can do that immediately. Right now,
Yeah.
someone put like a comment below my video, and they said you can use Calibre for that.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can
That's true.
import your book there, and then you can export it in a PDF. So that is what I've been using right now.
Oh,
But
so
it's like
you.
an extra step. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is inefficient. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's like
it is
no.
inefficient. Yeah, but it's also not that user.
Okay. By the way, Remarkable, fantastic product, and yeah, we're looking
Yeah,
forward
I
to
love
going.
it. It yeah.
You know.
No, it is amazing, but like every product,
Yeah.
of course you can improve on it. Yeah.
So are we? Are we? Have you almost got to the end of that list where you're like, could be a bit better, or we gonna
Yeah,
get?
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe, yeah, I don't know if that is something that they should add, but for example, especially if you're an artist or you want
Mm,
to highlight in different colors or whatever,
the
yeah, that
color.
will be, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
adding colors,
Yeah, that would
because
be
now, of
amazing.
course, yeah, because now it is like black, white, and gray. That's all you get, which is perfectly fine,
Yeah.
and you can do everything you want with it. But for example, if you're
Mm,
studying and you want to highlight like key notions, but also maybe you want to highlight them in blue and you want to highlight like extra information in
yeah.
green, like stuff like that would be very
Yeah.
nice.
In terms of like, would you like to see dictation?
Like that you can just speak and that it writes something down.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I haven't thought about it, but that might be interesting.
I think what they've done is fantastic. It is literally giving paper digital powers, and
Yeah, definitely.
and with that, I'm just wondering how far it will go. But this is why
Yeah,
I'm
but also
yeah, go
how
on.
far do you need it to go? I think maybe at
This is it.
some point
Yeah,
it's good enough. And
yeah,
of course, there are a few things that they can definitely improve on, and I think they should. Just some of the things that we talked about
yeah,
earlier. But
exactly.
otherwise, if you want the whole package and everything, yeah, you should just look at a tablet or something. But then you don't have that paper feel. You still have like a screen. That is definitely why I love Remarkable. It's because it doesn't feel like you're reading off a screen
Yeah, that's
or
true.
you're writing on a screen. But if you want everything, yeah, then maybe you need to get an iPad or something like that.
Ooh, have you got one? Do you have one?
No, I don't. I don't. No, no. No, right now I have my laptop and I have my Remarkable, and I am very happy and fulfilled. I don't need it right now. Maybe in the future. But
Yeah, when you're a successful YouTuber and you're getting the money, and it's gonna
yeah,
be,
yeah.
I need to get my
You
next.
want everything. Yeah, but that's not the minimalist approach.
No, but
Yeah,
but you're not a minimalist yet, so you can get all the good stuff that you want now
I
before
can
you.
get it now. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true. But still, I feel like because not because, but because I work in like climate and I find sustainability so important, I feel like I need to be a little bit mindful of all the stuff I get. Even though if I look at my camera setup right now, that's
Well,
not being that
this is
mindful.
interesting because and I thought, oh, the reason why she got the Remarkable because it's paperless, and
Yeah, yeah, that
is
is,
that a
yeah.
good reason? Or maybe not.
No,
I don't
you're
know.
completely right. I didn't even think about sharing that, but
Sorry,
you are
viewers.
very on point.
Honestly,
Yeah.
out there, she is 100% for the world.
No, but normally because I do not like reading from screens, I would always like print all the
Right.
papers that I needed
I
to
see.
learn or right now that I
Yeah.
need for my work. So I thought this is such a waste. And the Remarkable allows you to just have everything, first of all, on one place,
Yeah.
which is amazing. You just need to carry the device with you and you have everything. And the other one is, of course, it is way more sustainable. But I don't, yeah, I think it is more sustainable, but I've never done the math because making the Remarkable also needs a lot of, how do you say it? Like you need materials, and I don't
Yeah.
know how sustainable that is compared to paper. So,
Ooh.
but yeah, it's definitely one of the reasons why I got it.
Oh, good question. So, when you were looking for the Remarkable, sorry, a digital notepad or whatever, did you watch the marketing video?
Yeah, I watched a lot of videos. Also, like review videos on
Oh,
YouTube
this is
and
good.
like on the Remarkable website, on their Instagram.
This is a good thing. Do you remember any of the competition out there that? Because you said one big thing was the cost.
Yeah.
What was out there at the time when you were when you were comparing it? Do you
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah, I do remember. For me, especially because when I first came across of the Remarkable, is when I was still studying. So then
Yeah.
you don't have like a big budget.
No.
So then you really want to make like a good decision. Maybe right now I have a job and I can more easily say like I want it, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
But when you're studying, that's not the case. So I really wanted to make the right decision because you
Yeah.
have a few other devices and I was comparing this one with the Onyx books. Like, I don't
Right.
know
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if that is the right name, but I think eventually, especially because they were coming up with the Remarkable 2, so they were doing a lot of improvements on that.
Oh.
And I think there were a few things, and the main thing was that the Remarkable really has that paper feel,
Yeah.
especially for because I really wanted to use it for note taking. So that was
Yeah.
very important for me.
Sure.
And I don't know if that is the case, but I think the Onyx devices are more developed for the like a good reading experience. And I really wanted both. So that is one of the reasons why I chose Remarkable. And also because they were putting all those improvements in, and yeah, and it looks very sleek and amazing. So probably I was influenced by that as well.
That is a good thing because it's always personal taste about how the gadget looks. But when I honestly didn't know about the Remarkable One, the first one, but when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, it doesn't look like an object of desire. In the marketing video, it goes and says it's like 4.7, but it's come on leaps and bounds. But actually, if I said to you, Hariwa, well, you know that the Remarkable One's £100, $100 cheaper. Would that still? I mean, I suppose I'm talking now from a point of view because you said you were a student, and there was the money was like a big thing. Is £300 still too much? Do you think?
No, I would then say just spend the 100 extra for the newest version, because especially it was like the first device they published, like the first thing, and of course it's gonna have problems, and of course you're gonna need improvements on it.
Yes,
I think that's the case with every product that comes out the first time. So I would definitely recommend spending for €100 or dollars or whatever. Because as I said, it makes your life so much easier. And I just really love it. I carry it everywhere I go. And I think maybe as a student, of course, it's good to think about it maybe a little bit more, because it is a lot of money. But I still think, students still buy like everything, like Mac computers, laptops, tablets, and then I still think you can better, in my experience, have your laptop and a Remarkable instead of having a laptop and a tablet.
Yes. Actually, saying that, I'm just looking at my settings. What's your current storage? As in, how much have you used? Here you go.
Well, I thought I used already a lot, but I think I haven't used that much at all.
As much as you thought.
Yeah, wait, let me see.
Well, when did you actually get your Remarkable, Hariwa? What day? So this year or last? I can't remember your review.
No, I think last year. I think almost a year ago. Maybe, yeah. No, I think no, let me see. Yeah, I think a year ago.
What?
Yeah, and you?
Wow, seriously, I got it back in November. Oh, sorry.
Oh, really?
But actually,
I am thinking right now,
so
or was it?
What batch were you in?
The second batch.
You're so. I was in number 7. So
yeah, already. I did the pre-order. And I was there because I was already looking at I was like ready to buy the first one.
Right.
And then I saw like they're coming up with the Remarkable 2 in like a few months.
Yep.
So I waited, and then I pre-ordered it, and I had to wait a few months. Yeah. But I have used not a lot, like 0.72 gigabytes. I don't think.
Wow, people, that's great. I mean, that's impressive. So I've used a lot.
What? Yeah, but I'm always very surprised when I look at this. I'm like, I have a lot of books and notes on it.
Well, this is it. That's why I asked, because I think you're an avid reader. That's my kind of general impression of you. But and they're quite big, the PDF side, imagine. But obviously, I've been going to town on it, so I've got 2.27 gigs of usage. So,
yeah, but that's still if you use it that.
Yeah, you're right.
Intensely, you still have a lot of space left. So I'm always very surprised when I look at that.
So Hariwa, which pen did you get? You got the same one.
Yeah.
What do you think about this pen? Tell me, tell the viewers what you think about the Marker Plus. The Marker Plus, yes.
Pen, the marker is, I think, something I am least positive about, because I thought, okay, I'm gonna get like the best marker with like the eraser. Yeah. But then I thought, I do use it, but you still have a lot of great erase options on the device itself. So I don't know if that's worth paying extra money for. But
Mm.
the problem I had was with the tips, because
Yes.
I don't know if you experienced the same, but at some point, yeah, the tip will start lagging like on the
Yeah.
device. So if you want to write something, it even though if you I don't know how to explain it, but if you want to write something, it just keeps on writing, even though
Yeah.
it
It's like
keeps making like lines.
you
It's yeah.
can't, even if you take your pen away and put it back, it just keeps writing constantly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it just
Ooh.
makes line. Or if you like put your pen closely
Yeah.
to the tablet, it
Yeah.
already starts making lines, even if you haven't written anything down. So that is something that I am a little bit disappointed with.
Is that frequent for you? Because I've only ever had that once. That
Well, yeah, in the beginning, but then what I did was get
viewers
like
listen
the
to this. This is a good, important thing to know.
yeah. Well, be careful because I already like ruined one tip. But what I did was probably the tip goes in like too far or something,
Yeah.
but I cut like a little piece off, like
Mm-hmm.
the end, but
Yeah.
like a few millimeters, because
Okay.
with the first one I cut off too much and then you cannot use it because it's not connecting in there anymore. But if you cut off like a few
Okay.
millimeters and
Hang on.
then put it back in, you don't have that problem anymore.
So I have to. I'm interested, viewers. This is a new top tip from Hariwa. Now, you
Yeah,
see
if you have
there.
that problem,
This is it. The which end did you cut the bit off? Is it the
like the
nib?
back end, because it's probably like
Ah.
the connection is bad. I don't know what that is, but that made me very sad at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, I've spent so much money on this
It
thing.
is. It is actually
And
expensive, and I think
yeah,
like you. Well, I'm actually. So you probably got that too, didn't you? The pack of
yeah,
that.
I have it
And
here.
I've only got
Well,
two. Oh, I've only got two left. So I'm gonna
oh,
have to
I have
find you.
more left, but
Oh,
if you look at my tip right now, it's like flat, so I
that's
probably need
so
to replace
sad.
it. Yeah, it's
How
really.
how? Oh, this is so interesting because I'm thinking of doing a video on when to replace your nib, but
Oh,
how
right.
have you managed? Right. So when I know that the nib is going wrong, there are two things that happen. It gets kind of scratchy on the surface, like it's not smooth, the writing experience, and also it's almost as if it's displaced like a millimeter. So when you put your nib down,
Oh, yeah.
so because I can see
I don't
your nib is
experience that.
totally,
Like,
it's totally. Oh, you've got to send me a close up of that.
terrible. Yeah, I know.
And
But I don't.
no.
It's
Quick question:
I can still. Yeah, sure.
how many nibs have you used?
This is like I think the second or third.
That is, um, oh my.
But to be honest, I didn't even. I saw it, but like I think this is the first time I'm really noticing it, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have replaced this one. But it's still working. I'm not experiencing any issues. But maybe if you're
Wow.
really using it to draw, I think you probably will
I tell you what, do me a
not.
favor, and you can always go back to that lovely nib that you have there. Try at some stage, not now, but put in a
Yeah.
new one, write with it, and go. I think
Oh,
Chris was
wow.
probably
Yeah.
right. It's an amazing experience.
I feel like now when I look at it, that's really sad. It's terrible.
But that's amazing because some people are asking out there, how long does it last? And I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
now, guys, Hariwa has made, I don't know.
I can make it last a long time. So if you want,
Wow.
you can use it a very long time.
And there you go, people. You do not need to replace it every 3 to 5 weeks, I think. So you probably made it
Really? They
last
say
several.
then?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't done my research that well then
But
because I didn't know.
that's right. Always look at there's a video on my YouTube channel how to change it. Selling it there.
You link it here. Yeah.
Link it here.
Yeah.
But that's yeah. I mean, that's you know what, Hariwa. I think in terms, I think we probably exhausted the remarkable Hariwa. To your viewers out there, and even potential new viewers, can you tell them a bit about your channel, what they can expect to see in the coming future?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the main thing is probably gonna be more videos about my own journey.
Right.
So my own journey on self-growth, on self-development, because that is something I'm just going through right now. I'm
Sure.
trying to, like, this might sound very deep or something, but
Go deep. We can go
find
deep.
myself again.
Yeah.
And just share things that have really worked for me to find the best way to live for yourself, to be as productive as you want, because I think both things are very connected. I feel sometimes productivity can be seen in a very negative light, like only work hard and hustle. But I think if you want to develop yourself and create like a life that makes you very happy, I think you need to be productive, because if you want to reach your goals, you need to have like a plan and you need to work on it. You need to be consistent. So I think those two are very connected. So I think, yeah, that's definitely something that they will be able to see.
This is going to be an amazing thing. Follow and subscribe to Hariwa's channel, because there's a lot to come, and I think it's going to be an amazing journey for her. And I'm sure you don't worry, you're going to get to 100 pretty damn soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I hope you really enjoyed that interview with Hariwa. We talked on for a long session, actually. What I'll be doing is uploading on the podcast channel the longer interview format, because we talked about a lot more about what she wants to do going forward. For the next interview, I will be interviewing an architect from the US. It's going to be an amazing interview, so stay tuned.